Nice up, Brian. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, guys.
We don't want anybody to take pity on us.
A lot of civilians haven't experienced what we have experienced at such a young age, like war.
Go, guys.
Young American soldiers, 11 men who've lost limbs in war. They're using sport to prove to themselves and their nation they're capable, regardless of missing limbs.
We like to have fun, but we want to win every single game that we play.
We know how we play. We get base hits and score runs. That's what we want from you guys.
Only the best are drafted.
I am about being the best.
Camp Pendleton, San Diego, the largest Marine base in the US. Doc Jacobs is based here. He's a medic and the softball team's newest recruit. This weekend, Doc's joining the team at a tournament in Las Vegas.
I am HM2 Daniel M. Jacobs, FMF Special Qual. My friends call me Doc Jacobs, Doc, Shaky Jake, Peg Leg Pogue. I was injured in Ramadi, Iraq in 2006.
Doc's mate died in the attack. He's still coming to terms with that.
We kind of had a feeling that it was going to be a bad day, and so we did what we had to do, and we headed back to base. Well, on our way back to base was when my Humvee was struck by an IED. It's really, really weird, but at the time I felt that I knew what was going on the second the blast happened. Everything went black because of all the smoke cloud and everything, and I remember the sound. I remember feeling being lifted in the air.
Doc's legs were peppered with shrapnel that buried into his flesh.
I do remember sitting in the courtyard, looking back at the Humvee, and just thinking, holy God, this is real. This is as real as it gets.
Most people on base have no idea Doc's an amputee. He strived to regain his physical strength. Doc's left leg was amputated 6 months after he came home, and he's had multiple operations on his right leg.
I am currently the only amputee on active duty in the Navy. That's full active duty, out there doing my job, deployable, worldwide assignabilities.
In Ramadi, Iraq, Doc worked as a medic, patching up the wounded. After his injuries, senior officers doubted he could keep doing his job.
My main specialty is combat trauma, so I like being out in the field. I like blood, guts, and that's part of who I am, is saving Marines and bringing them home to their loved ones.
I think there was a lot of still kind of doubt. It's a lot of pressure to prove myself. I told my chief that I don't want to be treated like I'm different. I don't want to be treated like I'm somebody special.
Doc could still be redeployed to Afghanistan.
Okay, sir. This isn't a shot, so this is flu mist. All right, thank you, sir.
I will be the first amputee in naval history to deploy back into a combat zone. That kind of has a lot of pressure in itself. And I feel like for my fellow amputees, I need to kind of do it and kind of prove myself and set the standard and the bar for my fellow wounded guys. So.
Before he joined the military, Doc dreamed of professional baseball.
I kind of get laughed at a lot. I want to be the coach for the Cleveland Indians. That's my favorite baseball team. It has been since I was a kid. I know my career development boards, they get mad at me and they kind of crumble it up and throw it back at me because that's all I put that I want to do. So they told me that that's not realistic. I wanted to go on to college and play college baseball, but my dad talked me into joining the Navy, and then I would play baseball for the Navy. So I came back from Iraq injured, and I didn't think I would play baseball for the Navy, but here I am now on the amputee softball team. So it kind of worked out in its own little certain way after all. So I guess I have some nerves. Well, a little nervous about joining a new team, especially being the new guy. I kind of want to impress the coach and just let him know I'm all about playing ball and being there for business.
As the only amputee on active duty, Doc's commanding officers have kept a close watch to make sure he's keeping up. Doc's nervous about asking for time off to play for the Wounded Warrior team.
Well, I'm actually playing in an amputee softball team this weekend.
This weekend?
Yes.
You coming up?
Yes.
Where's that at?
That's going to be in Las Vegas, Chief.
In Vegas.
Yes.
Great.
I'm going to be safe, Chief.
Keep me in the loop on what's going on, your travel plans, where you're going.
Yes, Chief.
No, do you have any other questions, concerns?
No, Chief.
All right. Take off.
All right, thank you, Chief.
Yep.
Despite the stoic way in which he's got on with life, Doc says he's always working to convince people that while he's an amputee, he's as good as the next man.
No, come here, you turd monkey.
He's putting himself under pressure to play well this weekend. But Doc says he also gets genuine support from fellow amputee soldiers.
You guys may see me open up a little bit more and just kind of be loose and free and just do my own things. I do kind of get a little crazy around fellow amputees. It's just like our own tight niche community. Catch your breath. Catch your breath. Well, I guess we're off to Vegas. I am very patriotic, and I always have been. I come from a strong military family, so my dad served 20 years in the Navy, and my uncles and my grandpa served in Vietnam, Korea, and my great-grandpa, a few years ago, he was buried in Arlington. He's a World War II vet, combat wounded as well. I want to go back into war because I want to make sure that the Marines come home to their families. I know the families have it really rough, and I know they're here at home and they're not knowing what's going on, and so I want to bring them home.
I would give more. I've tried to go back to give more, to sacrifice what the everyday American has. The freedom to drive to Vegas on a Wednesday night, that's an awesome thing. It's worth the sacrifice.
Hey, how you doing, Coach?
Good. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Drive up okay?
Yeah, I can't complain.
Come on in.
Daniel Doc Jacobs. He's our newest member of our team. He's a below-knee amputee. From everything we gathered, he's got a baseball background and he's got some serious talent. He has not played softball with our team yet, so we're not exactly sure which position or which part of the lineup he's in, but we're going to make sure we find out quickly. This is not a beer league, a church league. This is a national team. We take it serious. We got good coaches. We got good players. We have fun. But more importantly, we're out to be competitive. Everyone's been in the military, so when we say be somewhere, they're there.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So we take it pretty serious, and things are getting very, very competitive now, so people don't want to lose their spot on the team.
Yes, yes.
I mean, what position do you really see yourself playing?
Second base.
Okay. That's a very competitive position,
Yes.
but not everybody can make every trip. So
Yes.
we need extra infielders, we need extra outfielders, and that's why we carry the number of guys we do.
Yes.
We only take 11 on every trip, and that way everyone gets to play.
Yes.
Being the new guy on the team, we'll have to see where that fits at second base. But if it wasn't second base, are you comfortable catching a fly ball?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll see. We'll see where you're at. Okay.
Okay. All right, Coach.
Thanks for joining the team.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Doc's aware of the stakes this weekend. They're playing against all-star teams.
Thanks.
Each teammate has fought hard for their position. They only have this training before their match tonight. Everyone is watching to see if Doc is as good as suggested.
Trying to just get out there and make my name, I guess.
It's very hard to be a member on this team. We've got fast, we've got quick, we've got power, we've got speed, we got some good arms.
But Doc's got a secret weapon of his own.
Tom, come pitch to a batter. Taking lefty.
He's left-handed.
It's always good to have a lefty in the lineup, so it's pretty unique, and I'm glad I'm a lefty on the team because apparently they don't have too many.
Matt Kinsey, Rockville, Indiana. I stepped on a landmine June 2nd, 2010 in Afghanistan.
My name is Nick Clark, and I lost my leg in Afghanistan in 2007 with a shoulder-fired rocket.
My name is Brian Urola, and I lost my leg in Iraq to a roadside bomb. I played baseball my whole life, so for me it wasn't even a question just to get back into competitive sports and to be able to compete at a high level again intrigued me. So I went the first weekend, and ever since then I've loved it.
I lost my leg in 2007 in Iraq due to an IED. Yeah, that's basically how a lot of us got hurt. They're really good at IEDs out there. They can make a bomb out of anything almost. So.
Broken wrist, elbow, two fingers, this elbow. Had shrapnel to my face. They totally reconstructed my eyelid, if you can see that. You see a scar from my head. They took skin from here, grafted it, took skin from the roof of my mouth, made a graft. And so my lower eyelid, you can see I don't have any eyelashes under there.
I'm Greg Reynolds. I'm from Dighton, Massachusetts, just south of Boston. I did my 15-month tour, survived death every day as a machine gunner and driver during the invasion, 2003, 2004. And I thought I left death behind, you know? And my injury results from a motorcycle accident. A 75-year-old veteran. I was out on a Sunday cruise with my buddies. A 75-year-old veteran ran a stop sign and pretty much nearly killed me. I usually swing a heavier bat in warm-ups, so when I swing the lighter bat, I can be much faster through the strike zone with it, you know, allow me more bat speed and stuff like that. So, because I'm at a disadvantage with all these other guys that have two arms, you know?
I think the police have a very good team. They've selected police officers from all around the country that have been involved with the military, the police softball organization, and they want to reward them by letting them play with us.
These guys are all very good softball players, so it'll be definitely be a challenge tonight, you know? Well, it always is a challenge. You know, just stepping on the field and playing with missing a limb, you know, it's definitely difficult.
I think it's going to be a special game, and we're their guest of honor. So I hope they take it easy on us and let us win.
So how you feeling, man?
All right, pretty tired.
The first practice, it was pretty rough. It was, I kind of knew I needed to get out there and show what I'm made of and, you know, kind of impress the guys.
So where does the coach have you playing?
I don't really know yet. He had me kind of third base, shortstop, first base, outfield.
Utility guy, nice.
Yeah, I try and play that, man.
Your hitting was great and your fielding was phenomenal, so
yeah.
I think you're going to be a good asset.
Yeah, I hope so, man. We have quick reactions, so we just automatically know what to do, when to do it. And I know it's not the same as combat, but I I know we can differentiate within our minds that it's not a combat zone, but we still treat it as, I guess, a battlefield. There's kind of a high standard, but I want to come in, take that second baseman spot, which is very competitive because it's kind of more action and whatnot. But I know I have to kind of really prove myself. A lot of running, diving, jumping, all that stuff. So, but I know I'll do it. I'll know I'll do it.
In the military, the uniform is worn with pride. Doc feels a similar sense of duty as he prepares for the softball match.
Oh, wearing this uniform today really means a lot to me. I turned down a scholarship at college to play baseball, to go join the military. And after I was injured in the military, they told me that I was gonna lose my leg and I wouldn't be able to run again. And so I didn't lose all hope, but after a while, I started getting hope again. And I started to just kind of play on my own and whatnot, just waiting for something like this to happen. Well, I'm just gonna get out there and play my hardest and prove to the team and America and the military that amputees are not people with disabilities, but we're athletes with amputees, and that's it. So just trying to get our name out there and prove to people that we are something still. We've all been to war. We know how to work as a team, especially under the heaviest of circumstances. When you're getting shot at, blown up, you just automatically know what to do, when to do it, and everybody fits in and works into place and works as a team. A split second of somebody hesitating on what to do as a teammate can get somebody killed.
Everybody who's a local, let's hear from a Las Vegas local. Get on your feet for a Vegas goal here. You think that was something? Frank Gore right now is the guy who cleared the net.
Infielders, make sure of your throws. Don't make the great fielding play and then throw the ball away, okay? Let's concentrate on those throws, okay? Outfielders, what do we always say? Hit the cutoff man. Every time, hit that cutoff man. Okay, unless it's a short one inside, okay? All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Come on, Brian. Let's go, let's go.
They're pumped from the outset. The first batter making second base.
Good job, Brian. Winning from Morgantown, West Virginia.
Let's go, let's go.
That's Doc making second base.
Come on down, right? Come down. Good job. Go, go, go. Take it out, get out, get out. Makes a play. Second, another run scores. Hit that.
You okay?
Get it, Tom. Get it, Tom.
All right.
The police team are all-stars, a wicked lineup of heavy hitters.
No, Johnny.
They're basically professional softball players. All of them are great. All of them can hit the ball out. They'd be scoring the same number of runs against any other team. These guys are good. They're all stars.
Final score, 25-12 to the police.
Even though we lost, I mean, the scoreboard's pretty bad. But we went out there, we had fun, and yeah, it was good.
Those guys were good. And we can't play a lot of defense when somebody's hitting it over the fence.
The Wounded Warriors aren't happy to take the loss. They throw out a challenge.
So what you're about to see is what do we do after a loss? And usually I'm 6 for 6, and I plan to be on 7 for 7 after tonight.
I got $5 on it. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Stay with him. He's getting weak. Keep that back straight.
You're Army, right? Hey, Marine Corps is going to take you down.
Hey,
get in there for testing right now. Let's go.
You're tired.
His arms are shaking, bro.
Go down. Go down.
There you go, baby.
Let's give these guys a good hand. Come on, guys. Get ready.
Most of the guys will tell you that the amputations they live with are nothing compared to the mental trauma of war.
I can work 12, 18-hour days on 3 to 4 hours of sleep. My average night is 3 to 4 hours.
Doc counsels returning soldiers about post-traumatic stress. He's had to learn how to live with it.
A lot of it is I don't want to go to sleep because I know the nightmares are waiting for me. So no matter how many times I like force myself to sleep, I just lay there and I think about things. It's kind of like I'm trying to protect myself from what's about to happen. In my dreams, though, I don't remember it. Like, if I have a nightmare, I'll wake up and I won't remember it. And I was told, by various doctors that that's fairly common to prevent myself from remembering those events.
Premium breast fillets cut into perfect chicken dippers and fried up fresh.
This is just huge.
Day 2. The team is playing the Las Vegas Fire and Rescue Department.
I think they're going to kick our butts, personally.
We're not expecting anything less than the best.
Yeah, we're thinking these guys are good at what they do.
We're well aware that, that I'm sure that they've been handpicked.
From last night, I don't know if it was from playing or just, being on your feet so much or something like that. But so Nick's going to go to catch. Tom's sitting out. So Brian's in right and Doc's going to left center.
The Warriors need to settle into this game and win. They need the confidence boost.
I had a couple people tell me, but I said, man, they look like they're having so much fun in practice, and they get to a game, they're so nervous, they think they have to impress the whole crowd that they're not in their normal routine. They said if they played like they practice, this would be a good team.
We're out here playing, I guess that's one thing, but we want to win.
I'm very competitive, same as any one of these guys on there, and just come out and win.
Here we go.
First hit, the Warriors take a man out.
There you go, turn 2. Timmy. There we go. Yeah.
Coach has changed the lineup. The boys are firing.
Run it out.
The Warriors' hits are bigger today, but the opposition has guys all over it in the outfield.
Got a little too much air under those balls this time. Didn't drop, didn't hit the gaps.
Teamwork.
All right, guys, come on, let's get another out.
Just finished playing the second inning. They scored 3 in the top of the second. We came back with 1. We're hitting the ball a little stronger, but still hitting it at guys.
those things will start falling through and we'll get right back on top of them.
Doc's earning his stripes on the squad.
Like yesterday I was out running, jumping, diving, everything, and now I'm really sore, but I get out there and I'm not sore once I get on the field.
Big hits aren't working. A change of game plan. Hit close and low.
I don't even know how hot it is, but it's hot out there. Let's just go, go, go.
Together, base hit.
Let's go, guys, let's go.
Even though we're tired, we're sore, we still come out here and we give it our all. We're more able than able-bodied people.
Down 4. We had a good inning that time, scored 9 runs. They had jumped way out ahead the last 2 innings, so it's 16-12 now. We've cut it to 4. So now we're down 18-16. This is the last inning.
Couple of big plays and we're right back in here.
So we're right in this game. We've really narrowed the goal.
Be patient, baby, patient.
It was pretty exciting. Get that first win for the team, for myself, so it's pretty exciting. To feel the excitement of the guys and the victory, it was awesome.
Final score 19-18 to the Warriors.
Good hit.